See.
Hi,
Hi, there you are.
hey.
Hi, thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry, I don't know what the technical difficulties were,
I
but
don't know. It didn't give me an opportunity to request to join, and then I couldn't get any invites from you. So I was like, "What's happening?" You made it.
We made it. I'm so happy to have you on the show. Julie Kariba, welcome to Mainline Tonight. My name is Melissa Jacobs. It's really an honor to have you here. So, let me tell everybody how we know each other and what your company was BC before Corona. So your company is Slade Displays, and you have create these 4-foot letters, and you spell out different words or numbers or whatever it is. They're 4-foot letters. They can be lighted with blue, green, white, a whole bunch of different colors. They spell out things for celebrations like love or marry me or BOML, which is best of the mainline, or or WOTM, which is women on the move.
Yes.
Yes. So you have come to all of our recent Mainline Today, parties and put up your letters that are lighted and beautiful, and people love taking pictures in front of them. You also have sequin walls, right?
Yes.
So yes, those are actually, so that was that also at Women on the Move, I think. And so those are, like what we would sort of call step and repeats, but they're sequin walls that people stand in front of and take amazing photos. So it added so much to Mainline Today and to our parties, and you had amazing business going. You also have flowers, right? You do flower walls and flower arcs and all of these amazing things out of silk flowers. And then COVID-19 happened and all of the events were canceled, right?
Right.
So your business really took a big hit. But you pivoted and you did this amazing thing. And I want you to know that we have a thing on Mainline Tonight that is Heroes of the Day. And that is when I ask guests to name their hero of the day, which is an organization or a person doing amazing COVID-19 relief work. And you've been named the hero of the day like 5 times already.
Oh,
so
wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So let's tell people what you did. First of all, let me reintroduce you, Julie Craver from Slay Displays. You can go and find her at slaydisplays.com and follow her on her Instagram. The one thing you did do before we're going to get to the most amazing thing is that now you have curbside celebrations, right? So tell us a little bit about that.
So curbside celebrations. There's like you're planning a wedding. You're planning for a year or 2 years. This is something you can wait. Like you already, the hardest part is over. You already found somebody you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. But things like graduation, anniversary, baby showers, this is something that you cannot postpone and wait for a couple of months later or next year. So this is something that is happening today, right now. And you know what? It saddens people that they cannot celebrate. They cannot celebrate it. They cannot take amazing photos to share with the loved ones that are a million miles away. And so what our idea was to provide that display, to provide that little bit of something that will help our clients, our customers to scream for the world, I celebrated my birthday. And you know what? I'm going to have awesome photos. I'm going to have a great celebration. And I want, at least my neighbors and the whole world know through the pictures.
So you're taking the letters, which again are 4-foot letters that are lighted letters. You're putting them on people's lawns, right?
Yes. So we'll call it Slay Curbside.
Slay Curbside.
We're bringing them to the lawns with like balloons. Actually, we do have a couple of things coming up. As you can see, we have balloons ready. We put balloons around them, and we offer like a portrait session. We collaborated with amazing photographer for that, and people can have that right on their, at their home. And we're keeping the distance. Of course, we have no contact whatsoever. So everything done online in terms of booking. We come and we set it up. We wear full PPE. We have the UVC light that sanitizes all of our displays, and we wear our shields, masks, and gloves when we set
And I
up.
think it's amazing because you're exactly right that some of these things are postponed, you know, the weddings and that sort of thing. But some things like a birthday or a baby is not going to wait. And so it's a way to celebrate with your neighbors, celebrate with your friends. I love the letters, the lighted letters. And I like the just plain white. Like, I just think it's so fabulous. But I love the multicolored ones too. And even like a proposal. You have done a lot of proposals where it's like "marry me" in big letters, which is just amazing.
She cannot say no.
Wait, has anybody ever said no? Can you imagine if there's like 4-foot letters?
Well, we're lucky charm.
Okay, so that is what you're doing. Again, people can find it at slavedisplays.com.
Yes, that's correct.
That's the place to go to get.
One more thing that we do for the curbside, we do have amazing packages that are so discounted so people can afford it, because we understand people lose their jobs. They're living, some of them living off of the stimulus or like to help on unemployment. So they still want to celebrate. We have like super affordable packages, so that's what they're looking for.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so people should go to slavedisplays.com and follow you on Instagram. Julie Kariva, I want to talk about the amazing thing that you did. This is the story that I know. I know that your business kind of came to a grinding halt. You had material from which you started fabricating face shields for healthcare professionals. You ended up making face shields. You made 2,500 face shields. And you donated them. You did not sell them. You donated them to 76 different healthcare facilities in the Philadelphia, New Jersey area. It's an amazing, amazing thing that you did. So walk me through the beginning of it. So you went into your warehouse and you saw material.
I mean, I didn't send you anything. You're great.
I'm a journalist. That's what happens.
You're good.
So you walked into your warehouse and saw materials.
Quarantine that we were sitting home, where like we closed the doors to our business, we were following all the rules and regulations, and it was like so like we were watching TV, and I saw that Elon Musk was donating, I think like 1,000 or somewhat, like large amount of the ventilators to hospitals to help to treat the patients with the COVID that need that treatment. And I was like I was literally sitting there and staring, and I was like, I wish we could do something like that for our community. And like I'm like, well, events and balloons and letters not going to help people like our frontline heroes. And next thing you know, I saw this commercial on Facebook that they were Chinese companies selling these face shields and to the US for like $20 a piece or something like that. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I mean, like, we looked a little closer, and I'm like, we can recreate that. And we started playing. It took us like 2 days. We had the material. We had, we have all the tools for that. Like, you know, we have cutting machine. We have the drilling machine. And we created a couple prototypes that we sent to Mercy Hospital, and they loved it. So they loved it. They told us that they work perfectly, so they sit on the head really well. They cover everything that needs to be covered, and like they were in a perfect distance from the face that you can still wear your either N95 or the surgical mask or whatever mask they have, and even goggles. So it just gives them the extra layer of that protection that allows them to wear their PPEs, that masks and goggles, for a longer period of time without being infected.
Right.
And I was like, okay,
and they look very cheap, I have to say. They're like the best looking shields. They come like here, and then they sort of cut, like they have an interesting silhouette, sort of. There you go.
Yeah, that's mine. That's what we wear when we're delivering.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very, yep. It's amazing. So you started making them.
Simple enough, and it's very thick, so it's like you just disinfect it with wipes or Lysol or anything you choose, and then you're ready to go, like in between patients. So it worked perfectly. So it's like there were multiple use. I mean, I have hospitals who've been using it for almost 3 months now, saying like, oh my gosh, we're still using it. These are our favorite. We've seen several different designs, and this is the best. This is our go-to because it's comfortable. It stays solid on the head. And now we're like, okay, that's perfect. We got so many great thank yous. I mean, seeing how we can
let me ask you, you started making them, right? And then you started contacting hospitals and saying, do you want this? And they all said yes. But then it's 76 facilities. Some were nursing homes, like all of these other places.
Yeah.
How did word just sort of get out, or did you call all the places and say, I will give you this? How did that happen?
I started the Facebook group where I invited all of the people that my personal friends, and I was like, guys, please share the word. So it was actually the word of mouth kind of thing. I did reach out to the bigger hospitals like CHOP. I did reach out to the UPenn. I'll be honest with you, they were not very responsive. And I was like, I honestly, one time we dropped our package, which was like, I mean, it was like 50 shields. And I'm like, 50 shields? It's two of us making 50 shields. And it's like, they were stolen. I mean, I don't know where they went. People never gotten it. Yeah, so I'm like, no, I'm not dropping it all, but just by the door. I'm like, I want to make sure I give it to whoever that is, that person, so I know that, you know, I can refer to that. So yes, I've been reaching out, but then like what worked for us best are the actual people, those nurses, the healthcare workers, or their relatives. Like, oh my gosh, my sister works at such and such facility, or my brother or my mother. They were so supportive, and I'm like, yes, please. They were willing to pick up. They were willing to deliver because I mean, there's only so much we can do. We had other companies that were willing to do a couple deliveries for us from our industry. They were like super like, we cannot do what you do, but we'll be happy to help you to deliver at least. So that was very helpful. And
it must have just been exhausting. I mean, I saw where there was 240 hours of work that you put into that, and you donated all of it. You did not sell it. You did not make any money off of this. You donated all of that product and all of that sweat, and I cannot imagine the stress of knowing that your business is not functioning and you're putting everything you have into making these face shields and giving them away. And I only hope that people will see. I believe in karma. I believe in business karma also. And I'm sure that this will come back to you. Like, I'm sure that all of these good vibes will come back to you.
To the universe.
Yeah. So again, people, Julie Kariva from Slay Displays. People should go to slaydisplays.com. If you have any sort of celebration coming up, do Slay Curbside, get her letters.
Absolutely.
She will do anything. You can book her for the next 2 years. This, whatever you have, whatever you want. You are part of the Mainline today.
2021, surprisingly.
Yes.
Not surprisingly, but with people postponing their events and people that are actually already planning their events in 2021, like my June is almost full. Next year.
That's great.
Yeah.
See that? That's amazing. I love it. Well, you know what? You could complain because a lot of people are complaining. I love the positivity. I love, you know, my people say chutzpah. I'm sure you know what that is.
And educate me.
Chutzpah? Oh, it's like having courage, having like, you know, cojones. I'm speaking different languages. I'm mixing Spanish and Yiddish. It's chutzpah. It's having the courage to say, I think I can help here, and I'm going to go into my warehouse, and I'm going to figure out how to make face shields. Like, that's what you did, and it's so amazing. Again, let me tell people, you made 2,500 face shields. You donated all of them to 76 different healthcare facilities in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. It's just an amazing thing. We have heroes of the day. You're like my hero of the quarantine. It's just amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that you're part of the Mainline Today family. You will be at our events for the foreseeable future, every single one that we have. Yeah, Sarah Ross is watching. Yeah, and Allison Doyle, you know we love you. It's so great to have you on Mainline tonight. Thank you for taking the time. I wish you and your family health, and I will see you very soon. Have a good rest of the night.